So this is on page 147. And the lesson before this, we learned or began to learn about what multiples and factors are. Okay. So today, the title of our lesson is Develop Multiples. So we're going to be talking a lot about multiples. So when you hear the word multiple, what operation comes to mind? So if you hear the word multiple, multiplication should come to mind. Okay, so let's read our thing. It says Leona has 5 cups of oats. She needs 2 cups of oats for 1 full batch of oatmeal muffins. Can she use all of her oats by making multiple full batches of muffins? So first we have to find what the question is. Okay. So our question is, can she use all of her oats by making multiple full batches of muffins? So multiple full batches. Okay. Now we have to start from the beginning. Leona has 5 cups of oats. That's important because it's asking us if she can use all of her oats, and this is how much she has. So she has 5 cups of oats. She needs 2 cups of oats for 1 full batch. Okay, so for each full batch, she needs 2 cups of oats. Okay, so we know this, and the question's asking, can she use all of her oats by making full batches of muffins? Okay, well, the way that you're going to solve this is by figuring out if 5 is a multiple of 2. Okay, so this is 1 full batch, and that requires 2 cups. Another full batch requires 2 cups. Another full batch requires 2 cups. So we could skip count here to find these multiples. 2, 4, 6. Well, she only has 5. 5 comes in the middle, so she can't make this third batch because she only has 5 cups of oats. So, can she use all of her oats by making multiple full batches? No. She will have 1 cup of oats left over. Another way to show this is you could have done this. You could have said, these are her cups of oats, 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cup, 4 cup, 5 cup. And each batch needs 2 cups. So you could have circled it. This is 1 batch, 2 batch, 1 left over, remainder 1. Okay. So no, she will have 1 cup of oats left over. You cannot use all of her oats. Okay, now if you go to the next page, 148 and 149, it actually has a visual representation for you. Okay, this is as if you were baking. You would need your measuring cup, and it goes up to 2 cups. Okay, you can see it better probably on your own paper, but we're on the same page, 148. Okay, so you can use this picture to help you understand the problem. This is what I drew on the other side and what you should have drawn too. So she only has 5 cups. Leona had 5 cups. So this is 2, 4, and then this right here is 1 cup, so it's 5. So, but it was 2 cups per batch, so she could only make 2 batches, and then she had some left over. The number line shows multiples of 2 circled. To find the multiples of 2, you can start at 0 and skip count by 2s. So skip counting and multiples are the same. Remember when we counted yesterday and I said find all of the multiples of 5, and then we skip count until 5 as long as we could. So let's go to our questions to connect our math to that story problem. Why does the picture use measuring cups that hold 2 cups of oats? Well, what was important about these 2 cups of oats? We would write, the picture shows measuring cups that hold 2 cups of oats because each batch requires 2 cups of oats. So you should write, because each batch of muffins uses 2 cups of oats. You can pause the video and write what I wrote, or you can put it in your own words, but it has to say something about each batch using 2 cups of oats. How can you tell from the measuring cup picture that Leona cannot use all 5 cups of oats in 2 cup batches? Well, we know that based on this picture because these two have the same amount in them and they each make a batch. And this one has less. This one has a lot less. So this would not make a full batch of muffins. So how can you tell from the measuring cup picture that Leona cannot use all 5 cups of oats in her 2 cup batch? So I can tell because one of the measuring cups has less oats than the other. So I wrote, I can tell because the last measuring cup has less oats than the others. So that means we can't use it because it doesn't have enough. So pause the video if you need to, but write what I wrote. What do the circled numbers on the number line represent? The circled numbers on this number line represents multiples of 2 and the amount of oats needed to make a certain amount of batches of muffins. So we're going to write, the circled numbers represent multiples of 2 and the cups of oats needed. How can you tell from the number line that 5 is not a multiple of 2? Well, I can tell because 5 is not circled. How many cups of oats would Leona use to make 3 batches of muffins? Well, let's draw 3 batches of muffins. And then we need 2 cups of oats per batch. So we go 2, 4, 6. We would need 6 cups. Explain how you can find out whether a number such as 5 is a multiple of 2. You can skip count. If you skip count and it never lands on 5, then it's not a multiple. You can divide, because if you divide, it's going to give us our factor pairs that we learned about yesterday. So 5 divided by 2 is 2, 2, 4, remainder 1. And because there's a remainder, that would mean that it's not a multiple. Okay. And that's all. Number 7, look back at your try it strategies. Which models do you prefer? So do you prefer to use the number line for skip counting? Or pictures, such as the pictures right here. And then even this could be counted as a picture, though, if we were to draw our 3 batches and then put each cup in there. So number line or pictures. Number 8, there are 4 bottles of water in a pack. Patrick needs 20 bottles of water for his soccer team. Can he buy exactly 20 bottles in packs of 4? Show your work. So what is the question asking? The question is asking, can he buy exactly 20 bottles in packs of 4? Well, how many are in each pack? There's 4 bottles in each pack, and our goal number is 20. So we have 2 methods that we can use here. We can use skip counting and skip count by 4. 4, 8, 12. 1620. Ooh, we stopped on 20. So that means that, yes, he can. He can buy how many packs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can buy 5 packs. The other option was drawing that picture. So if I have 4 bottles in each pack, can we get to 20? So it would be 1 pack, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. We can. And how many packs did we buy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same answer, different method. What are the first 5 multiples of the number 3? So the way that I would do this is skip count by 3 5 times. So we go 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And then those are the 5 multiples. How can you tell if 24 is a multiple of a given number? Okay, so how can you tell if 24 is a multiple of a given number? So we want to know if you can count by any numbers. Can you skip count by any numbers to get to 24? And the way we can solve this is by finding our factor pairs. Does anyone remember from yesterday how to find a factor pair? I like to do our factor tree. So I'm going to write our multiple at the top, 24. We're trying to find out if 24 can be a multiple of any number. And then we're going to break it up into factor pairs. We're going to start with 1. 1 times what equals 24? 24. And then we're going to start with 2. 2 times what equals 24? We can skip count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. 2 times 12. And then we're going to go to 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. 24. 3 times 8. Then we're going to go to 4. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. 4 times 6. Ooh, this has a lot of factor pairs. We're going to continue over here. And we're going to go to the next number, 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Ooh, it skipped over 24, so 5 is not a factor. And then 6 is already right here, so this is when we stop. We're going to stop factoring because our numbers are starting to repeat themselves. So how can you tell if 24 is a multiple of a given number? You would find its factor pair. And really what you're doing is dividing. So please go on to the Google form. So do the work here and put the answers on the Google form for pages 151 and 152.